everyone, welcome to A through O Amplified, powered by PleasantonExpress.com. I'm your host, Heaven Marquez, and today we have with us Coach McDermott. Coach, how are you feeling today?
I'm good, thank you for having me.
Of course, thanks so much for coming down. So tell us a little bit about your role. You're the track coach, correct, at Pleasanton?
Yes, head girls track and then also boys and girls cross country.
Yes, I know, I was like, we missed you for cross country season. We had Coach Leal come in, but we're super excited to have you this coming track season. Yeah. So Coach, we'll kind of go over your background a little bit. So you're from Jourdanton, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. So how did you find yourself in Pleasanton? I mean, I thought we were rival schools, right?
That's what I always say. Like, if you would have asked me like 10, 15 years ago, I would have never had this on my bingo card.
Yeah. Like,
living and coaching in Pleasanton now, but I love it. I really do.
So. Yeah. So how did you, again, how was your like journey to Pleasanton? I mean, you started out, you graduated in 2012, right?
Yes.
Wow. And then how did you like decide, I guess, to become a coach, first of all?
I first went into school thinking I wanted to do nursing.
Okay.
And then took some classes and I said, no, this isn't for me. But I guess just like growing up around sports my whole life, like I played in high school, I did volleyball, basketball, track, cross country, cheer, golf. So
everywhere, yeah.
Yeah, I did it all. So always been just around the sports, and it's just something I love, something I'm passionate for, and it's just went that route, and it's worked out so far.
So your first year of coaching, you were at Poteet, is that correct? Do I have that right?
Yes.
Yeah. And then you went to Jourdanton, and then you became the head squaws basketball coach, correct?
Yes.
So what was that kind of like? Again, I know you said that you've done athletics your whole life. You've always been involved in sports and stuff. And then you led the squaws to like 2 district championships. So what was that kind of like?
Yeah, it was great. I loved being at Jourdanton. We had great kids and already went in, and the program was well established before too, making playoffs. And then the year I got there, we were undefeated district champs those first 2 years, which was a great run. We had a great group of girls, great seniors that led the program. And then third year still made playoffs. That's when Lytle had their really good team. I think they went to like the Elite 8 that year. But it was great. I loved being there. I loved being back at Jourdanton and giving back to the school that had shaped me. But like, the only reason I had left there really was just because I wanted change, like just wanting to move from my hometown, kind of experience something else. So that's whenever I headed to Livonia for a year.
So you were cheer coach and track coach as well over there in Livonia, correct? And then you came back over here to Pleasanton the next year. So what was, I don't want to really say like the difference because we don't really have to go into all of that, but what made you kind of decide like you want to come back into Atascosa County? Yeah,
well, within that transitions when I met my now husband, and he was the athletic trainer here at Pleasanton, and he's kind of the one that told me like, hey, this spot's like opening up, like keep an eye on it. And so when it did, I applied and reached out to Coach Dumont at the time, and they had that cross country and track position open, and done both of those too my whole life. I hadn't coached cross country yet at that time, but just doing track.
Yeah. So you already had all that kind of experience under your belt, and you were like, oh, let's get it started over here.
Let's go.
So you took right after Coach Wood left, is that correct? Those are some big shoes to fill, but I think, you've done an incredible job at it so far. And, we hope to continue to see all of that progress as you continue with your coaching journey over here. But what was that like, I guess, taking after Coach Wood? I mean, he's a legend around here. Everyone knows who Coach Wood is.
Yeah, it was great. And he came around a lot, and he was very good. He gave me a flash drive of like all of his stuff and materials to have. Like, he's like, there's no secrets, here's everything, like continue to grow the program, and like always just leave it better than you found it. And so I think like just continuing his legacy and building off of him, and then just adding like my ways to it, and just to continue to make it grow and just to keep the culture going just really helped. And
definitely. Now we can talk a little bit more about this track season. So what have you seen so far? How is everything going?
Yeah, it's been really good. We haven't really had a full track team yet. We've been competing well. We've been missing the first 3 meets that we had. We didn't have our softball girls, so we were missing Scarlett, Travis for a relay leg, who's a big key part of that relay. And then finally got her back, and then we were missing Sienna and Bailey from our relay because they were at BPA. So we just haven't had full relays, but for individual events we've seen some really great things on the individual side.
Yeah.
Obviously our field events, Layla got another school record.
Oh my
She
gosh.
continues to beat her record every single year. Yes. She's just amazing. We have other field events too. Our high jumpers have been doing great, placing usually in the top 5 or top 3 even. Vicky and Allie have been doing well with throwing. We had Vicky missing last week as well for BPA. And then running wise, we've had a lot of new freshmen this year that have been like really key points to our program. We've had Vivian, so she's a good distance girl for us. And then we have Julie, who's been in that mid-distance role, 400 role, and she's earned us points. And then we also have Maddie Garcia, who's stepped up, and she stepped up for our 4x4 last week, and she actually ran the fastest leg on our 4x4 , so we were really impressed by her.
Yeah, that's awesome. I mean, of course, it's terrible that you don't have a full roster, that everyone is coming back just yet, but I mean, it's really, really awesome to always hear about those freshmen that are stepping up, and you know, they're always trying to do their best and help out in any way that they can.
Yes.
So, kind of speaking of Layla and Vicky, I mean, I would like to ask about your seniors. You only have 3 this year, right? So it's Shaylin, Vicky, and Layla.
Yes.
I just kind of want to ask you how important they are to this program and how they've continued to set the bar higher every single time. I mean, I know last year, Vicky and Layla and Shaylin, they all went to area, correct?
Yes.
So, I mean, those are just, you know, amazing feats that they've continued to outdo themselves at every meet.
Yes, and then we had Vicky and Layla were our 2 girls that made it to regionals.
Yes.
So Layla, like you said, continued to set the bar, each meet her own bar.
Oh my gosh.
So she hit 11.6, and she barely missed her 12, and I know that's what she's really going for, is that 12 feet. I think I was looking up the region rankings the other day, and she's leading our region currently.
Awesome.
So it's exciting for her. We're hoping she hits that 12. And then Vicky still has that good shot at making it to regionals again. And then Shay is doing the 32, the 8, and the mile.
Wow.
So those toughest 3 races right there. But I'm really excited to see her in the 800 this year. So
good. I'm super excited. Oh gosh, I remember seeing her on the cross country course this past fall. And she was everywhere.
I think that like her making it to state in cross country this season has just really like her kicked it up a notch, and she's just looking to do better each week. And she's gonna go run at Western Texas College.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah, so now she's gonna go to cross country and track over there. So she's just really looking to like show out this track season. So
yeah, amazing. So kind of speaking about like PRs with Layla, of course, and with all of your other seniors, has there been a specific moment from the last few weeks that have made you really like step back and say kind of like, wow, we're totally ready to take on district?
Yeah, I feel like for a lot of these individual events, we've been telling them like, hey, maybe you don't get first or second, but what really matters is a PR.
Yeah.
You know, even if it's a 1 second, like you're better than you were last week, like you're getting better. Those are like the results you can physically see. Yes. And we've had a lot of kids, especially my distance kids, girls and boys, they've been getting PRs every single meet. And then even for our throwers, we had Allie Nelson just went in through like 98 or 99, I can't remember one of the meets. And she's like, I just got like a 13-foot PR. We're like, yeah,
that's
like
crazy.
Y'all can do these things. And it's just them seeing those like little goals, like even if it's just a couple of seconds or a couple of inches, but it's going to make a huge difference in the long run. And you're getting better, so it's all you can ask for.
There you go. And yeah, I bet you they like don't even really think about it until they compare their new PR to their old one. They're like, I'm actually like, I'm doing it, you know, like they're getting the ball rolling and continuing to see that growth from the beginning of the season towards like the end is just always awesome to see. Yeah. And I like writing about it.
I know. I write my little, like, I have a little spreadsheet that I write, like, oh, this was the Holy Cross meet, Floresville and Canyon Lake, and they could just see each week. That way it's like side by side, and it's like, oh, I got 1 second faster. They're like, oh, I thought I ran the same. Like, no, it's still the PR. So it's exciting to exciting always to get motivation
is.
for the next week to keep doing better.
Exactly, yes. So next week, y'all have the Poth relays, correct?
Yes.
So tough competition, of course. Poth is always, they're on top of their athletics over there. What are we kind of hoping to see? Hopefully you have all your girls then.
Yes, we will have all of our relays.
Yes.
We'll run our 4x1 and 4x2, and then our 4x4 as well with all 4 legs that should be running at the district level. So that's going to be super exciting to see. Especially our 4x1, I think we were just like 10th of 100 seconds off of the record. So, and that was without Scarlett. So we're hoping with her, we'll see maybe another school record next week.
Oh my gosh, I hope so.
And then our 4x4 time as well. We won't see a school record time probably yet, but that's goals. But we had our fastest time that we ran a 4x4 since I had been here. So we hit 4:12, I think, and before that, I think it was like 4:17. It was probably our fastest since we'd been here. So it's exciting to see. And I think that 4x4 time, when I was comparing it to the region, is sitting currently 5th.
All right.
So
yeah, that's really great. Again, we're a tough region over here. So
like shave off a couple of seconds, and hopefully we'll be in the mix and at least regional finals. And
I know. Going from like a 4:17 to like a 4:12, it sounds like such a small amount, but you see that on the track. You know,
it's crazy.
Oh my gosh, I'm super duper excited. I think I've been out to like only 2 track meets this year, just in all of Atascosa County. So I'm so ready for us to host the Brush Country Relays here pretty soon, right?
I know, we're getting ready for that. And it's going to be super exciting this year for our Brush Country Relays. Miles Split's going to come run it off for us.
Awesome.
So we'll have the little fancy FAT timing, and then we'll have the live results on our phone, so people in the stands can just already have the app up, and as they cross the finish line, their times are coming up. And
well, then that's perfect. I know. I was like, then we don't have to be, running around looking for you or for anyone, officials. Yes. Let me see here. Again, I mean, we're already getting ready to go into that district meet, Coach. So where's that going to be at, and what are we looking for?
See, district this year, I believe, is at Somerset. So, I feel like we compete very well at Somerset every year. We've seen several teams from our district already. So we've seen Floresville, we've seen Pearsall, we've seen, Uvalde. And we'll continue to see them and see where we stand. I feel like our biggest competition is always Floresville and Devine. So we're just seeing how we compare. I think we're going to do really well in district, and I think this is going to be the year that we get the most kids to area. As a whole, and then I'm hoping we get even more kids out to regionals, and then continue hopefully to get more out to state. So
I hope so. I know. That state meet was incredible to see last year. I mean, we went to go cover Pearson Pilgrim on the boys' side, and again, oh my gosh. I mean, I'm not a UT fan, but their stadium is awesome.
I know.
So I'm hoping this year, I can be around to cover some more of the Pleasanton girls over there.
I know, I hope so.
Be good. Alrighty. Let me see here. I did want to ask, I'm going back to our seniors and everything. Most of the time, of course, I know because my dad is a coach, but I've seen all of these coaches continue to work with these kids, not only in athletics, but also to teach them a little bit about life. What do you kind of prioritize whenever it comes to these 3 seniors that you have, and what you want them to take in from their time as a Pleasanton Lady Eagle? Yeah,
I feel like, especially for track, like it's a team sport, but a lot of it's also individual. So it's them just being like self-disciplined, and them being just self-motivated too, because sometimes it's hard to go out there and give your 100% every single practice when you're either maybe throwing by yourself, you're out there vaulting by yourself, and you don't have always people like side by side and pushing you, and it's just that self-discipline, and then just knowing how they do individually is going to reflect the team. So maybe in life maybe they have an office job, but it's going to reflect their whole like company, and it's just there's always a bigger picture too.
Yeah. Definitely. I completely agree. All right, Coach, we're about to head into our rapid fire, well, not so rapid fire round of questions here. But it's just going to be kind of random things. Just tell us what you think. And feel free to elaborate.
Okay.
I mean, I always like an explanation as to why someone likes something or what their reasoning is behind an answer. So let's see here. What is your go-to hype song on a meet day?
Ooh. Oh my gosh, this is a hard one.
I know, sorry.
Probably some like 2000s hip hop, just anything that's gonna be like a throwback and something that I know like every single word to. There's not like one song really. It's just probably anything like 2000s.
I like that. I mean, I'll listen to it.
Or like Mr. Brightside. I know that one always just like.
Yeah, I think my brother has that on his playlist when he works out, and I'm like, you know what? I see it. Like I get all hyped up too listening to it. Do you have a favorite pre-meet meal?
I do probably always get an energy tea.
Okay.
So that's probably like I go get energy tea from like Olive Branch. It's early morning meet. I try to catch them like at 7 o'clock really quick, and I'll get that. I get the peony with cream.
Okay.
That one's my favorite. Yes. And then and I don't really like eat breakfast. I usually wait till the meet or something, and then I just usually always have like either Cheez-Its or Goldfish and pretzels, like a little mix of a combo that I'll snack on like throughout the day.
Okay.
That's probably my go-to.
Do you prefer Cheez-Its or do you prefer Goldfish?
Probably Goldfish.
Really? I've heard different
And then Dots pretzels.
Dots pretzels are so good. They're so addicting.
Yeah. So I have like a big bag of Dots, and then I get like the gallon like Goldfish, and I'll just pour them both into like a Ziploc bag, and then I just snack all that.
You're a genius.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna try that. That sounds amazing. I'm a super like, I love to snack salty.
Yes.
So I'm like, that sounds so good right now. Let me see here. What is the funniest moment you've ever had at a meet?
Oh my gosh, I feel like there's probably so many.
Yeah.
At a meet. I don't know. Yeah. That one's a hard one to think about.
I'm sorry. I know. I was like, I'm putting you on the spot here.
I can't think of it at a meet, honestly.
Maybe on the bus ride to a meet or practice or something.
Yeah, and it's probably just like questions some of the kids ask. Like,
gosh.
They'll just come and ask a question and we just laugh.
Yeah. Well, you have a really great group of athletes, you know. Well, I was just friends with most of them.
Yes.
And so I'm like, your friends, what do y'all say over there? Gosh. Especially in cross country too.
Oh my gosh, yes. They're always so funny.
They're hilarious. Let me see. What is one word that your athletes would use to describe you?
Oh my gosh. I don't know. I feel like I need to ask them this question, right? Probably, I feel like they would say like fun.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I've heard that a lot too about you. It's like, yeah, she's awesome. She's fun. Oh man. And then let me see here. If you weren't coaching, what would you be doing?
Probably my minors in psychology, and like what I really also wanted to do was like work in an insane asylum.
Oh, all right, yeah, sure.
I wanted to do like psychology for like them and like people in insane asylums and just like study them and why they are crazy.
They're interesting because the mind is like an insane thing
abnormal
to think
psychology.
about.
That was my favorite class in college. It was just so interesting. I like was to the point I had my textbook and I was just reading it.
Yeah, that's for fun.
Yeah,
just light reading. How did you? Now I'm interested in this. I'm intrigued. How did you like find that you liked that or that you liked learning about?
We had to have like an intro course my freshman year of psychology, and I was like, this is so just interesting.
Yeah.
And then so I took like abnormal psychology, and then I took a sports psychology, and it was just so like interesting.
That's it.
Sports psychology would probably be my third.
Yeah.
After my
interesting. It really is because again, it's like everyone is different, and you know how do people become the way that they they grow up to be?
Yeah, it's so crazy.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, now you got me thinking about it. And then let me see here. What is going to be your dream vacation spot once school wraps up?
We have a trip to Mexico planned. We usually go every summer to Mexico. That's like our go-to place. So we'll go June. Actually, we're going our anniversary weekend. So June 22nd, I think we're leaving, because we didn't get to go on last summer because I was pregnant.
Yes.
So we just stayed home last summer. And
so I bet you missed going to that trip to Mexico.
Yes.
Huh?
So it'll be fun.
Yeah, that'll be good.
Definitely beach trips. Those are the go-to.
You'll come back all tan and refreshed before cross-country workouts, right?
I know. I need to get rid of these like track tan lines before I have like the shirt, the shorts, the shoes.
Yeah. All right, Coach. So you said that y'all are having a fundraiser, correct? As soon as y'all get back from spring break. What can you tell me about that?
Yeah, so we'll be starting our vertical raise fundraiser. So we'll ask all the kids to reach out to any like family members, friends, or anybody community, or even out of state, anywhere, right?
Yeah.
And it's just being able to raise money for our track programs. So we usually do a little competition, the girls and boys side. So we'll see who can raise the most money within this fundraiser. And all they'll do is they get a link or they can scan a QR code, and you just donate however much money you want, $1, $100, you know, however you're feeling. And you just donate it to either one of the players or runners, or you can donate just to the program in general. And we'll start that next Wednesday, the 18th.
Okay, awesome. Do you have an end date in mind? That's just so that way we can be sure to tell people.
Yeah, we usually run it for about 2 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks. I can't remember exactly which one, but yeah, I'll let you know.
Thanks. Alrighty. Coach, thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to come down over here and hang out with me today.
It was fun.
Yeah, it was a blast. Again, make sure you check in with the Pleasanton Track Program next Wednesday for their fundraiser. This has been Heaven Marquez for 830 Amplified, powered by PleasantonExpress.com, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Bye.